Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
What is it? What has happened to your magnet? Well done.
Master, we cannot deliver that which we do not possess. What should I get up to today?
What a right mess I'm in. Still yourself. I'm counting on you. I've had well enough of this. Don't think I'll stand for this.
What's all this ruckus?
It's as stiff as boards after training. This ain't my problem.
Why would someone do such a thing?
How dare you!
I found a place with some useful materials for enhancing our equipment. I've marked it down on the map.
I see you've acquired an interesting ability.
I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you.
What luck! We meet again!
Whatever else might be said of me, know that I served you with all I had.
'Tis a happy twist of fate that brings us back together.
Looks like we've both got some time on our hands.
take any chance not to think on my troubles.
Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early
Will this take long? I've ought to be doing.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful should we encounter another speaker.
I must earn. Looking for aught in particular? No shortage of eating books.
Looks like we both got some time on our hands. What's that?
I'd kill for some decent sleep. You're a comfy bedroll.
Sorry, but I'm not taking... I'm dead tired.
No rush. This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint. Can't set off till I've had my due.
bunch of sluggards.
I always... You'll have to do better.
We are here.
Everyone up.
Was most effective. I hope you weren't expecting mercy. What a bloody disgrace.
This is where my luck runs out.
Over here,
Cut that out.
please.
Should have quit while I had the chance.
I'll gut you and speak you your entrails.
I've just remembered a curious rumor I overheard once. Seems there's an illness pawns can catch beyond the rift that has devastating consequences for those around them. Worse still, the pawn never knows they're sick. They just become restless and flippant and won't heed the arisen.
Indeed. Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness. I see you've been drenched. Dry off as soon as you can.
Just give up. This only ends one way.
fly to your aid, Master.
My sword strikes true!
But I want to fight on!
Stand firm. You are not alone. Take care. Ice can be deadly.
I am grateful to you, Aurora. Thank you, Master. I feel much better now. Let us see what you're made of!
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrill.
our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
This brute has quite the temper.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
Fear not, 'tis well in hand.
Well done.
I'm sure I'm very sorry. Hear an old man out, won't you? Ah, 'tis you. Thought I reckon. I suppose I should thank you.
When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame.
This wasn't supposed to happen. My thanks. Where would I be without you, Arisen? Fear not, Master. Naught shall befall you while I am here.
Was impeccably timed, Arisen.
If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your
My thanks. This is for you. Now we're even.
Can it be you are lost? The path to the dragon has many turns, but I can illuminate somewhere in Batal. A hidden truth lies in wait. You will find the path you ought to follow inscribed herein. Would you know the fate of another? This meeting shall not be our...
unless there's coin in it, I'm not interested.
Lay down your arms before you hurt yourself.
Oi!
You keep your life, and I take the rest.
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
Get back here!
I know what it's like to overwhelm us.
I feel a calm sense of purpose. I am confident I can make short work of any and all challenges we face.
This foe was marked to be felled by my master from beyond the rift. Now I can report a successful hunt.
I concur.
So that's where you're hiding.
How's this? You keep your life, and I take the hold it.
You needn't command me at every turn. I know what to do.
Come out now.
Just hand over your coin, and I'll let you alone.
I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
A new destination calls to you, I take it. Well, say no more. I look forward to seeing where you take us.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Feast your eyes on this!
I shan't let them harm you.
That's enough.
Many thanks. I hope this serves to convey my appreciation.
Fortunately for you, I've a mind for maps. I know the way. Follow me.
Shall we make our way there and see what's to be seen?
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful.
Mine is a life devoted to life.
All places were so welcoming as this.
I think I've earned the rest.
Will this take long? I'm
What's going on?
I trust you are in good health. Might I make a request of you? You have my gratitude.
Kinda hard. I'm barely scraping by.
Need anything?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Look, as long as you think
You have my gratitude. Here, 'tis but a small token of my appreciation.
seems my feet
Welcome. Hasn't anyone got coin to spend?
The other day, I chanced to see now. That's not, and rightly so. Gave me a right shock. Their faces may match.
It seems we share a bond. Now that's more like it. Excellent timing. I was just thinking of you.
I near tire of our talks.
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents.
I'll feel a sight better once I've had my dinner. Suppose I'd best earn my keep.
Shall we get some rest then? Far and wide I've traveled, but this is the only world I'd call home.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
Where are you off to?
You understand how heavy the burden of duty can be. Would you hear my request? Thank you kindly.
To each their own, as they say.
I swear I've not blinked once.
Nice place to sit and watch the world.
Well met, son. How am I to be of service? This hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
I've a selection of where. Airs that's sure to please. Hope to see you again. How'd I end up here?
Might we talk a while? Just the two of us. I could almost nod off where I stand. How grand it must be to live a life of adventure.
Don't you e'er tire of running to and fro?
So many happy voices carried on the wind.
How do you fare? father taught me the value of thorough preparation.
Could you come over here? This way, if you please, Master. We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
There will be other opportunities to leave. For now, let us follow.
This brute has quite the temper.
I cannot use their raised armor.
Tis well.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful.
We achieved remarkable synchronicity.
Just think what we could achieve if we honed our talents further.
this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
Good thing I'm here, really. I know just where to go.
I hadn't thought I could grow so fond of someone. Thank you kindly. For you, as a token of my appreciation.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
A lonely place. But not without time to get back to...
My bed calls, and I shan't...
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
Welcome, sir. Doubly so if you're here.
To buy? Many thanks, sir.
Well met, sir. Can I interest you in a room, sir?
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day. 'Tis an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
Follow me if you would. I know the path best traveled.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy. I am perfect perfectly capable of making such decisions for myself. If you are in need, I must serve. I feel a burgeoning excitement for battle. Am I the only one?
How's your day faring? Got a moment to spare? I'd make a request of you. Much obliged.
Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen!
Much obliged. I've got to thank you somehow, don't I?
Interested in my wares?
Welcome. And
Dear, that's the wrong one.
Ah, apologies. Thank you, my darling. Fie. My vision's growing worse by the day, I fear. Methinks it began when I started reading an old grimoire I found whilst tidying the storeroom. 'Tis entitled, On the Transference of Souls. A curious tome, this. It claims to grant the reader the power to summon things from beyond the rift. I thought I might use it to stock my shelves with otherworldly wares. Perhaps you will think me simple. But truly, all I want is a better life for my wife and daughter. Yet 'tis most vexing. For the moment I start reading the tome, 'tis as if a fog descends over my eyes. But mayhap there is hope for me yet. If I can get my hands on a quince. They're said to reduce fatigue of the eyes. Would you be kind enough to procure one for me? I must keep reading that grimoire.
I've heard Quince is a native to Batal. Shall we see if we can't find some?
I've heard quinces are native to Batal.
Look as long as you please.
Dear, that's the wrong one.
Ah, apologies. Thank you, my darling. Fie. My vision's growing worse by the day, I fear. Methinks it began when I started reading an old grimoire I found whilst tidying the storeroom. 'Tis entitled, On the Transference of Souls. A curious tome, this. It claims to grant the reader the power to summon things from beyond the rift. I thought I might use it to stock my shelves with otherworldly wares. Perhaps you will think me simple, but truly all I want is a better life for my wife and daughter. Yet 'tis most vexing, for the moment I start reading the tome, 'tis as if a fog descends over my eyes. But mayhap there is hope for me yet, if I can get my hands on a quince. They're said to reduce fatigue of the eyes. Would you be kind enough to procure one for me? I must keep reading that grimoire.
I've heard Quince is a native to Batal. Shall we see if we can't find some?
This quince looks nice and ripe. Shall we
Have you brought me a quince? Many thanks, sir. At last, I may continue reading that grimoire. This could be the turning point in my family's fortune.
We ought not lose sight of our guide.
What am I to do?
Who? Ah, but of course. Now I recall. I know where that person could be found, Master. This way.
Interested in my wares? Hoy! No need to overthink it. You can change it on a... Bim, you've naught to lose and leisure doing business with you.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Most of our guests only do take care to leave the room as you found it. If there's one thing I shan't say. Suffer, 'tis untidy lodgers do come again.
I swear I've never slept better.
I shan't settle for aught less than a job well done.
Go on, have a look. I'm in no hurry to leave.
I've wares aplenty.
Tis a colour as fine as aught I've seen.
You seem to be in good health. Will you lend me your ear? I have a request for you. I am in your debt.
Interested in my wares?
Could you come over here?
You seem well.
Well met.
Aye, I'm well enough, thank you.
Nothing makes me so happy as perfecting a new hue.
Seems my humming would be unwelcome hereabouts.
Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper.
Then I'll
You there! What are you doing? Escort this guest of ours inside.
Welcome, welcome. In the market for new liquor, are you? Very well. Return at your leisure. Welcome, welcome. In the market for... New liquor, are you? You've a taste for it, then I take it. Do be sure not to imbibe too much at once.
Seems my humming would be unwelcome hereabouts.
I've all I need right here.
Naught untoward shall occur on my watch.
Dear me.
Lots to do.
Let's make ready for tomorrow.
Haste makes waste, as they say.
Only here may I find the depths of my own soul.
no shortage of easy marks.
So long as I have my help, I shan't complain.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating?
Shall we get some rest then?
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor. While we're here, shall we take care of that other task we were entrusted with as well?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Might we consider boarding an ox cart? I don't know about you, but my legs are stiff as boards.
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
This ox cart's bound for the can't let you on till you've paid.
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
It seems we already possess what's required of us. Right. Just follow me. Was I too quick for you, Master? Don't worry, I shall wait for you right here. This way, if you please.
One of us has been poisoned. Well done.
What is it you want? You ought to be more clear.
on, and I'll launch you into the sky. I feel a burgeoning excitement for battle. Am I the only one?
Should your pack grow overfull, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us.
I am proud to carry out my duty.
Right. Just follow me.
If you are in need, I must serve.
Poison ought to be cured with all due haste.
It seems you've somewhere else in mind you'd rather go. If you've no need of my guidance, by all means, lead the way.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow. One of us has been poisoned.
Take that!
You are mighty indeed, Arisen.
poison ought to be cured with all due haste.
Patrol the back alleys ere the sun falls.
You'll not live to regret this. I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I'll craft aught I can using what's in my pack. I'm grateful to have served you for so long, Arisen. Enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and mark them on your map. Let us work together to honor...
I find myself captivated by you.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battles.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time.
Polish up my gear for tomorrow.
Methinks I know where that individual is to be found. Leave this to me, Master. I'll bring you straight to the one you seek.
Now we can return to this location whenever we've a ferry stone to hand.
Hold a moment. Haven't we already found what's being asked of us here?
I'm proud to carry out my duty.
Here at last.
I'm in your debt. Here, take this as a token of my gratitude.
Well now, if it ain't the current arisen, have you come for a dip in the hot spring? Or mayhap to speak with me? Aye. That's the stuff. Thanks for this, cuz. Yeah, too kind. Warms you right up, it does. You're welcome to bring... Suppose you deserve aught for your trouble. Well now, if it ain't the current... Have you come for a dip in the hot spring? Is that right? Suppose I can indulge you, consarn it. It's... Well now, have you come for a dip in the hot spring? Brilliant. That's kind of ye. Suppose I could oblige a fellow arisen. What? Hadn't you noticed? That's a bit embarrassing, eh? I'm a former arisen. Mine, one who couldn't fell his dragon. And if there's aught more shameful than that, I've yet to hear of it. In my case, it all came down to a lack of skill. Mayhap I could fell such a beast now, but my dragon's long gone. Brings a tear to your eye, don't it? But don't cry for me, cuz. Just know that you've got my full support. I'll be glad to see ye succeed where I once failed. Only, don't do it for me. Do it for yourself. Bring your dragon low, and taste glory eternal. I've just remembered. I've got something for ye, cuz. Here ye are. Reckon ye'll make good use of it. Care to join me for a glug?
Our road was a long one, but...
Well met, sir. You'll be glad to know that I finally finished my reading of that grimoire we spoke of. Which brings me to a curious point. There's a favor I'd ask of you. What happened to my eye? Oh, never mind the bandage. 'Tis nothing serious. Now, as I was saying, I'd like for you to find the grimoire's second volume for me. 'Twould seem 'tis part of a set, and will only reveal its true power when both tomes are in hand. The copy I possess is but the first. I've heard tell that its twin can be found in a queer little shop in Vermont. Alas, passing through the border checkpoint is no simple matter for a humble merchant like myself. But you, sir, I dare say you are not of Batal. Then you ought have no trouble passing through the checkpoint. I implore you, find that second volume for me. All I want is to give my family a decent life, the life they deserve. This is my chance to provide for them as I ne'er have.
A queer little shop in Vermont, is it? I wonder which of the shops in Vermont matches that description.
Let me think on that a while.
How might I be of service? Most of our guests only do take care to leave the room as you found it. If there's one thing I shan't suffer, 'tis always a pleasure.
We have acquired the...
Some days past, we used the information we'd gleaned from that bandit we captured. Breft, I believe his name was, to storm the Coral Snake's new hideout. Yet, it would seem we were too late. Most of the snakes had scarpered, and only 2 cadavers remained. Those of the group's leader and of Hugo, who'd managed to escape his cell only a few days prior. They appeared to have exchanged mortal blows. Still, all's not lost. Without a leader to organize them, the remaining coral snakes pose a much smaller threat. We shall have peace, if only for a moment.
This way, if you please. It was an eventful journey, but we made it here all right.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found the second volume of On the Transference of Souls, perchance? Fortune smiles upon me at last. With this, my shop's prosperity is all but assured. Thank you, Sir Arisen. Oh, thank you. Perhaps you'd care to join me. Come, bear witness to this momentous occasion.
We ought to follow close behind.
Interested in my wares? So many colours to choose from. These old bones grow weary.
This is it. This is the moment I've been preparing for.
Dear, is this truly safe? I'm afraid of what's to come.
Have faith, my darling. All is well. You need only stand there and watch.
Father, you don't need to do this. I'm happy with our life as 'tis now.
'Tis good to hear you say that, my daughter. But I've come too far. I must see this through. I believe I need only... Ha! I did it! I did it! Now, what do we have here? 'Tis sand. Sand as could be found anywhere. I suppose 'twas foolish to hope that our fortunes could be turned so easily. Well, I've learned my lesson. No more of this grimoire nonsense for me. I'll settle for being a humble apothecary after all. If you'll still have me, my dears. My dears? Esmeralda. Raelia. Where could they have gone? This is my daughter's. And here's my wife's wedding ring. Why would they be buried here in the sand? Unless... Nay, it couldn't be. My wife and daughter vanished for this? Piles of sand? No, of course not. Their patience with me simply ran thin. They run off somewhere, that's all. I'm sure of it. I'll just have to find them. Come back, my dears! I was a fool!
To think this was the conclusion that awaited us. It seems we were wrong to indulge Sir Isaac after all.
Might there have been some other way?
Oh no! Oh no!
Queer little shop in Vermont, is it?
Mother, quick! Over here!
Beg pardon, sir, but I must ask you to stop aiding my husband. He lost his eye while reading that grimoire. His eye!
I can't bear to see him involved with that fell thing anymore. But he refuses to listen to me.
He's been saying not to worry, that he'll make us more money soon. 'Tis as if he's lost his mind how much he repeats it. 'Tis all my fault, Mother. He's only been like this since I said I wished we had an easier life.
No, 'tisn't, dear, and don't you fret. Your father, he'll be back to his old self before you know it. Pray, sir, seek out that grimoire if you must, but do not give it to my husband. I beg of you.
Ought we to give Sir Isaac the grimoire as he requested? 'Tis a quandary indeed.
What ought we to do? Or better yet, what can we do? I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master.
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see that the item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Hope to see you again.
Finding a use for this promises to be good fun. My own master is rather fond of such playful deceptions.
Now that is a surprise.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found the second volume of On the Transference of Souls, perchance? Fortune smiles upon me at last. With this, my shop's prosperity is all but assured. Thank you, Sir Arisen. Oh, thank you. Perhaps you'd care to join me. Come, bear witness to this momentous occasion.
We ought to follow close behind.
One day, I'm going to have proper...
Housework's the hardest work there is, you...
This is it! This is the moment I've been preparing for.
Dear, is this truly safe? I'm afeard of what's to come.
Have faith, my darling. All is well. You need only stand there and watch.
Father, you don't need to do this. I'm happy with our life as 'tis now.
'Tis good to hear you say that, my daughter. But I've come too far. I must see this through. I believe I need only... Ha! Did I? Did I do it? All appears unchanged. A failure, then. Ah, well. I suppose our fortunes were ne'er likely to turn so easily. I've learned my lesson. No more of this grimoire nonsense for me. I'll settle for being a humble apothecary after all. My dears, can you forgive me for my foolishness?
Oh, Isaac.
You two had the right of it all along. I ne'er should have chased after a silly dream like this.
Father, I shouldn't have complained. I know you do your best for us. You always have.
Enough of that now. You've naught to apologize for. 'Tis a father's duty to provide for his children. I only wish I could give you more. You have my gratitude, Sir Arisen. Though I failed in my quest, I've learnt much. And from this moment forth, I'll be focusing my energies on naught but my trade. I hope I can count on your continued patronage, sir.
So this is the conclusion that awaits if Sir Isaac is given a forgery. My own master gave him the genuine article.
Is that really the way of it?
When all's said and done, I'm quite glad my experiment failed. Though I wish I knew why it did. Alas, such things are best forgotten. In fact, methinks you ought take this grimoire off my hands, sir. No sense in my holding on to it. When all's said and done, alas, such things are best for...
My husband has returned to work with renewed vigor. 'Tis good to have him back to his old self. He'll have all the support we can give. We're family, after all.
I wonder if we would have been wealthy had the experiment succeeded. Suppose it could have gone either way, really. Mayhap I should just be grateful nothing untoward came of it.